Hi, my name is Steve from Titosphere and welcome to this tutorial where we're going to do screwdrivers. So, screwdrivers. Okay, they are used for securing the screws. Very simple. Now, I decided to do this because I saw this somewhere lately and I realized that we don't have this kind of tutorials that should belong into the basic tutorials, to create these kind of objects because they are not so hard to do. There are some uh, problematic parts which can be solved very easily, I hope, but still they belong into the basic section, and I decided to do them because I don't know, I I have some free time and it should be short and nice, and we'll explain again some modeling using this. Okay, so as usually I have again some reference pictures for my objects. Not every are used exactly for modeling, they're just for imagination, and it's always better to have it into the scene or somewhere to see the actual image which we are creating. So what I will do, I will create a plane. Now we need just one segment there and there. Let's open our editor. The material editor will bring here some bitmaps. So here we go. Here's the first bitmap. Now show shade. We'll bring it here. Just drag it there. Now, how big should be the screwdriver? Okay, around 20 centimeters should be enough. I'll just hit here 20 and 20 because the ratio of this image is almost 1. I will keep it like 20 and 20, and I will model according to this. Now, about the size. I think 20 should be pretty enough anyway. We'll make it in a scale, in the ratio of how the smaller or the bigger object should be. So if there will be some kind of problem, you can easily adjust resize it by scaling it up or down. This is a big advantage in 3D. Everything is made from, let's say, vectors. So if you scale something up and down, it still have the same resolution, or better, it's still clean. It's not like in an object when you have a raster image or pixel image, so go up and down. Anyway, okay, this is our first plane. Let's create two more. The same settings. As you see, 3ds Max is remembering the initial settings which we did before. So it's nice that it's not resetting all the settings again. It's very good. Okay, bitmap. All formats. We have more screwdrivers here, so let's place it there. Make it visible. Now the ratio of this image is apparently the same like before, so we can go by 40 by 40. Okay, 20 by 20 again. We'll make small screwdrivers. Okay, we'll zoom on our objects. Okay, now it's better. So the last image, it's called bitmap. And this one, as you can see, this one is really used just for some presentation something. So here I will just adjust this to have a better view on that. Nothing more. I will not even play with the ratio there. Doesn't matter. So we'll model in shade view. We don't need a realistic here at all. And we have here 3 images. Now this one could be used as a reference image. Okay, I will go by 25. I decided. This one as well. And the third one will be used just to see how the final image should look. Quite easy. So let's start with this one. So it will be our first object. So what I will do, I will just rotate our reference image by 45 degrees. And let's say now this is the straight edge. Okay, so we have here one type, second type, and third type of the object. Now this is for cross screws, so how it's called in English. This is for flat, and this one we will do for the for another type. I don't know. It's, my language it's called inbus, but I have no idea how it's called in English. Anyway, it doesn't matter much. We will do 3 types of screwdrivers, so it's better than do just one, because at one uh, it could look like we can do just one and we can't do any more. So we'll do 3 types, and I hope it will be not so long, quite short, and I hope we'll also learn something together, because I'm doing this the first time. Okay, so the initial object here, obviously the handle of the screwdriver is very similar to a sword. Now we did quite a lot of swords, so let's use again a cylinder for that. So we'll jump here somewhere into the middle, create our initial object. Let's say it will be this. Now about the sides, let's go just with 8 sides, should be enough. But before we start, we will rotate this a bit, because I will need this flat sides or faces, which are here, a bit rotated on a different position. So let's rotate it by the half of 45 degrees, 22 and a half. So like this, much better. Okay, now we can rotate this like this by 90 degrees. F4 to see the edges. This will be just one edge. We don't need any edges here, and we'll call this object 1, or screwdriver 1. Doesn't matter how we call that anyway. So we convert this to poly. Maybe before I'll increase the radius a bit. We don't have to scale it after. So convert this to poly. Now I'll change also the color to gray. It's my favorite color to model anything, and I'll move this somewhere here, I think, and this somewhere here. Alt X, we have to see through the object. And now let's start with the back. So select the polys like this, hold down Alt and deselect this, and we have selected just the bottom body. Now we'll use bevel to create this, and one more time to do this. So making the end of the screwdriver, so like this. Now select the poly at the top, and we'll start to make the same. We'll start to copy the shape. So far very simple, same like the handle. Because the object is obviously a round shape, you don't have to worry that the shape will change from round to some rectangle and so on. Okay, the last one will change a bit, something like this. You can go to all X. Now, what I will do, one change, I will connect these ones. I will go to perspective, and I will scale this a bit, not much. And for that, we'll change this, so like this. Okay, so we are here. Now, prettiest is far, nothing hard at all. And now the best thing will be to divide this model a bit. So we'll do this kind of stuff. As you can see from the front view, it should be somewhere here, but okay, we can move it because also the image is moved. It doesn't matter much. So we'll do that kind of stuff, but also because we don't want to do it 4 times, because I think it does like 4 times the same shape. We'll just cut this object into pieces. So we'll select the top and the bottom poly, delete this, go to the left view. Now if we are here, we can also reset the X form. Yep. Convert this to poly. Now we'll select this, connect this, and connect. Now we'll delete this and delete this. So we have here one portion of that. Very simple. Now I obviously made the shape looking like this. I was trying to bevel to hit some points which are here and there, and I will use them right now. So I will use this for creating this which we have here. For that I need to connect this once more. Now I know that this kind of stuff should end here. It should be a bit round. Now to preserve the round shape it's a bit hard, but it's not impossible. But before we do anything else, I will reposition this a bit. I'll go to local and just drag this a bit down, maybe a bit more, to create something like this. Now I can go to view, to edge constant, oops, and drag this here, and drag this here. Now something similar I will do also here. Now remember good, yeah, it should be there and there. So I will do the same. I will drag this a bit there, just a bit here, and also select again this middle poly, the middle object which we have there, and the vert in our case, and drag this also a bit down. Okay, if we have this, we'll select the polys which we have here. Now we'll go to bevel tool, by local normal, we will change this to view, try to adjust a bit. Before I will again see it takes from here. Oops, my bad. And we can affect the pilot also. Okay. So one more time. Oops. The bevel. And the local normal thing is not the best idea here. But it should work without problems. The group is better, as you can see. But of course, we don't want to go so deep. I think one more time, a bit slowly. So like this, I think it should be more than enough. Can use the same value also here. Now, if you apply 3% on this, start to see the similar shape which we have also here. Okay, I thought similar, not the same, of course. We'll work to that shape a bit, but I think maybe one more bevel would be not so bad here. But I don't know, I will think about that. So anyway, we are here by the initial shape, so we'll work a bit on this one. Now we have here this cut. I will try to perform cut connect also here. But I think at once I'd like to move it somewhere here and this one on the other side to make it a bit more harder there. Okay, here we go with the cuts. There's not a problem here, I think. Look, the connects. Okay, just make here a few connects extra to get here. Oops, a bit more polys. Also select this and this, doing that, and connect it. Once the shape should have now a bit harder, should be a bit harder around. Yep, much better. And I will also try to make it a bit harder, or nicer, let's say, in this axis. A bit more sharp, but I think the sharpness here didn't make any good. Maybe I will not do that. No, probably not. I'll just move this a bit. Now, if we have this, we will not do any chamfer here anymore. It's quite enough what we have here. We'll probably go 3, by the way. We could do here some kind of cut, but should be here. No, I will not do that. So we'll keep it like this. So we will keep the shape how it is, like this. So now, if we have added this shape to something which we see here, we will always work a bit more on that. But I'm pretty glad with the result we got so far. So we'll hit mirror. We'll go with a copy, but without tubeless mode. So we need to copy in some axis like this, and because I did something which I was changing the pilot before. We need to move this manually, but not a problem at all, as usually. Perspective, so we have this kind of shape so far. Now we need to do the same, but this axis, this we can do from the front view. Attach everything together. We can now affect the pilot to the center, and also we need to weld. We need to weld because when we go down to tubeless mode, there's nothing to see. It's quite nice, but there should be something. So we'll go back here. We'll hit Ctrl A, weld, and we'll do just one small weld. So everything now should be connected and looking nice and so on. So here we go with our basic shape of our screwdriver, which we have on the image. Not a problem. As you can see, it was quite quick. Okay, back to our poly, because we have some things to do, of course. We need, first of all, of course, to cap that. To cap this, if we hit now tubeless mode, we will have here some distortion of the shape. And because of that, I will also insert this and create here something. So let's say we'll just go with extrude a bit back. We'll again make some insert. We'll do this and this. Loop that, chamfer that a bit. Let's say this value, and at the end we'll go with a shape like this. Okay, now the front. Again, we need to cap this. Something we need to do. Absolutely. We need to insert this. We need to insert this for value which we have here. So from the front view, sorry, we should be able to do that with some help of perspective. Oops. I think this should do the job. Yeah, it's quite the same size. Cool. So let's go. Now it's a bit smaller. Okay, so simple, scale this a bit up. And check that one more time. Yeah, much better. So we'll go with this shape. Quite enough. Or we can still, I think it's less. In perspective mode, we can go again here and very slowly enlarge that. Which, okay, I will not play with that anymore. So we'll go with that. It doesn't matter much anyway. So let's delete that and we'll bevel this shape. So we'll stop somewhere here. And again we'll do the bevels to make the end of the screwdriver. Before we start to do something here, let's go here to the back. Now, how this should look, hard to tell. Now I will select this one, ring that connect once. What else we can do here is select this, loop it, make a small chamfer, select this one and extrude that. So we'll make here a small hole. We need to apply on this also a chamfer. We can go with the smallest one. It's good. And can select everything here. Connect 5 or 6 times to make here a bit more polys. Okay, so here we go with the shape. Now for this, we need to select a bunch of polys. It shouldn't be a problem. So I'll select them like this. I will insert them. No, the polygon. This should be fine. Now let's do some changes to the shape. First of all, I will select this corner verts. can select all of them which we have here. You can go to edge mode and we'll just pull them back. Something very similar we'll do here at the other end, but instead of moving the sides, we'll move the middle ones, and we'll move these ones back. Something like this, and this should move also too. Maybe a bit more. So let's go back to select that. So like this, and we will extra move these ones. Okay, back to poly. Now we'll again use the bevel tool. Go inside and a bit more inside, I would say. Maybe too much. Okay, this should be fine. Okay, well, maybe something like this. Now again, we'll select this, and also this one. Having that connect once. Now select this. Oops, not ring, that loop. Loop this shape. And from some nice view, let's go from the left view. We will scale this or not. Let's go with this. Okay, much better. Okay, we can try something like this. Can go to see how it's looking. Quite nice, but I would say that this shape should be a bit different. So let's go to do a chamfer to create something like this. Or if the chamfer is not working, we'll connect. Okay, one at once. So I'll move this one here and this one here, and we'll see how this will be looking. Okay, better. It should be edgy there. I think it's a bit too edgy. Okay, this is better. Just the one connect from one side. Okay, so this is fine too. Few more changes. One of the changes will be that we select this one, loop that, and apply a small chamfer. And we are basically done with this type. I just want to look on something. Yeah, nice. I think I will do here one change. Select it like this. It's not working how I thought it will be. I'll keep it like it was. Okay, so here we go with our first screwdriver. Okay, we go with some other. Now this one is a bit easier than the one before, because here we have only a shape with some extra stuff, but it looks quite easier than the shape before, as you can see. So let's zoom on this one, and I think we'll do this and also quit this part and continue in the next part. So let's go to a cylinder one more time. Okay, so here should be the edge, and now about the sides here. Here it will be a bit different. If we rotate this, or maybe not. Minus 25, but I think we can start with 14 edges. Yeah. So a bit different approach than we had before. Okay. So let's make again this, and I don't know. This is the biggest part of that. So I think we can start from this point. Okay, we'll use again bevel to make almost the whole shape. Now this one, to compare to the one which we were doing before, is a bit easier to do, I would say. There's just some extra stuff like these editable bolts, which we'll have to do somehow. But looking away from that, it's really, the shape is easier. It's like we have just here some ending and so on. There will be nothing hard to do. Come on. Okay. Okay. Now from the back part, the other part, other side, wherever. Oops. We'll do the ending. We'll stop here and finish the shape. Let's go like this so far. Okay, so here we are with the shape. Oh, with the start of our shape. Now, first of all, I will delete this initial cylinder which we got there. I'll probably loop this, and perspective view I will scale this a bit like this. Now I think we'll need to do here few changes and some changes to be able to create everything as I would like to do. But we'll see. Okay, so far select this one, go to the edge mode, move it somewhere here, the same with this one, still in edge mode. So we'll create something around this shape. Maybe a bit more to the back. Now I will select this portion here and inset that. Set this somewhere here. Okay, so let's do something similar also here, but I don't know which is not better to. I think this one. We'll move a bit. Sorry, some of this shape to the back. Now these ones are absolutely the same. So what we need to do is to leave, I think, to leave one. Let's go like this. So we can do tin, 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 tin. Okay. I'm just thinking. Like, if I do. Okay, I almost have it. Okay, we'll slice this again, like we did that before. Much more easier than to slowly make all the parts. And I know that I will need not receive the X-frames right now, but later. I know that this is the hull. Gain something. And now if we rotate this, let's set that twice, 3 times, we'll have here a gap. And we are like two of them together. I don't know if I can slice this actually. Now I have to. Okay, I will go a bit back until the moment I delete the shape. Okay, this thinking is killing me. We'll try something at once that I will have the steps back. If something will be wrong or something. Doesn't matter. 3 times. Okay, I will do it. Very similar like I did before. So I will connect this. I'll delete half of that. I'll mirror that. For some reason it's this is a bit strange. Okay, doesn't matter. I will not make any of these crazy changes because I'm just having hard time with this. But what I will do is I will also, I think, control this, back to word, backspace. I'll edit this shape and so on. it's possible that I can't cut a bit, and sometimes it's so hard with me. Sometimes, you know, I can't decide what is the best. Okay, let's go grow and shrink for this right now. I'm just making like stuff and so on. Oh, this is a strange thing. It's not fitting absolutely together, but I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. Obviously, 3D Max sees something which I don't see. And I can't even place it there. Now, this is, to be honest, something which I never observed before. Very strange. Okay, so we cannot copy for some reasons, or some things I did probably, the shape, so we will need to recreate the same which we did on the other side. This is something which I wanted to do, like, with the help of that. But you can't have everything as usual. Problems are just things which can occur every time, so you should have, no, don't have the value anymore. So we'll do again the inset. The inset wasn't any big, or something like this. Can make this a bit more sharper, but looking away from that, we should have the same shapes there and there. Now, the reference, okay. Difference here are just a bit in the texture. Hard to see any like difference between the yellow plastic and black rubber or so. So what we'll do, we'll apply turbo smooth on this. So for this value which we got. Now, as you can see, this one we can easily texture using the way how we did it, or because the way how we did it. We can also, but this is really just a try. Okay, my bad. We can also get a bit deeper with the shape. You can use extrude by local normal, a bit back like this. Now it will create this kind of stuff here and there, and it should look like it's not like the rubber is somewhere above or so. You know what I mean. Now a full, back to a full turbo smooth here. Okay, think can go a bit more back with this, still on edge constant. Alright, but I think, oops, back to normal. We'll scale this a bit to fit the shape a bit more. Okay. So, okay, here it will be the best to have a bit more polys on this side and that side. But making here just polys, okay, wouldn't be the worst thing I did. You know probably what I mean. Sorry. to be able to create a little bit better the arc which we have here. The best is to connect this. I will do it, I think, so far just at one side. And we'll now select this and this. You can go with the edge constant and do something like that. So this arc will be much better, but creating there more edges will result to a distortion of the shape, which we really don't want. We will not do that. We'll try to make it our way. And I think I know. Oh, of course. I don't know, but the best will be, let's select these polys here. I think this should be this stand. We'll also select these ones. They are selected from both sides. And let's do the inset, which we did before. Can go with the smaller one, I think. Oh, let's go with the no, sorry for this. With the value which let's go with this value. Now we'll also go with the small extrude, and we'll get this nice shape. Okay, I'm starting to be proud of myself. So we have this and this. Now we miss these areas of the rubber. The areas here could be created the same way how we did before the start. Now the question is how many of them should be there. Oh, if it's this some kind of important question or not, important part. But let's look. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 polys. So we can create here and here the stuff. So what I will do to make it from both sides, I will select these two words from this side, but also from this side. Okay, we can go to edge constant here too. Let's go back. We'll create something like this, both sides at once. Now I will select the front here, here, okay, here, so 4 vertices selected, and we'll make again something like that. And more or less, absolutely the same we'll do at the top. We'll select this one and this one, and we'll move them again at once. This and this, I think. Oh no, not this one, but this one. Okay. So something like this. Same stuff we'll do at the back. Okay, now select our polys, our new created polys, all of them. We'll try to make this kind of stuff at once. So we'll more or less do the same trick which we done before. So we'll create an inset. Go with the bigger one and also the small extrude. Oops. Come on, once. Okay, but difference would be that here will be something. Now, so far there is nothing. It's looking the same, but as you can see, the body here, there will be some kind of rubber things and so on. So like that. Okay. To go a bit further with this, not to stop already. We can do, I think it was here. Yep. Can loop this edge, extrude it. Extrude it like. Okay, let's go with the 4. It's very hard to see anything. It's very hard to see anything, and also it would be nice to do it in normal mode. So we'll go and do something like this. Loop this. Apply a very small chamfer to create this kind of border, which is also on our image. So far, I don't know what to do with this, so I will just keep that. We'll see a bit later. And let's go here. Now, what to do here? Of course, again, cap poly in set. Now, gain the right value. Let's try this one. Okay, now bring our model a bit down. And can see if I was right. No, it's too small. Okay, this was looking perfect. Maybe it could be a bit larger, but I think it's fine. So we'll use again bevel. Use again bevel because the shape is a bit distorted. And should have a shape like this. Olyx. Okay, without this one. Olyx back. And actually about this, I would like to think a bit. Do I need that? The shape should be looking like this at the end. Yep, more or less like that. But it's not the end for us, of course. We make there some changes, but I'm thinking to do it right now or the next part. Okay, I think I will leave this in the next part anyway. So, first screwdriver, second one almost finished, and the third one, this will be the easiest one to do, I think. So, I will show you the next part. I hope you liked it so far. As you can see, I was improvising a bit, so I hope to like that. My improvising, I mean. Okay, But if I'm looking here at this, I have one thing more which I would like to do. Select on both ends this. Connect that. Select this one. Go to edge, constant, and try to move it somewhere here. Now we need a hole there. Now the best way to make holes is to try to use the default 3ds Max functions. So let's place it here. I will not destroy the shape. With my luck I will. So like this, we'll do the same on the other side. Okay, we have here this poly. Let's go to geopoly. Oops. Delete that. Oh, yippee. Okay, here we go. Some rules for it, I would say, or some crazy triangle distortion. Yep. You see these two together, weld and so on. So let's do this quick also on the other side. So the same procedure. Cut holes. We're using a tool from the graphic toolset, or how it's called, geopoly function for polygons, which is something really great. Can go and use a small weld value also here, I think. But anyway, we'll see how it's looking. So delete that, but backspace, poly, geopoly, delete. Super smooth if everything's fine. Looks all. Now select by border, Control Edge, deselect these two, bridge that. Should be a nice bridge. Select these ones. Bridge also this. If you go here, we will have, ooh, what the hell is that? But if we select this one and this one, loop that, apply a chamfer, let's say about this. We have here a nice hole. Okay, it's not looking much like on the image, but I think I will keep that. Be nice to have here one more. But okay, when we will be fixing and optimizing, also change some stuff here. I always forgot to do something, but I think if I do this in this shape, connect these ones, quite change the appearance. That. Okay, there is not on the image absolute and whole, but the same procedure by this. Still, we have here a hole made without using any of the horrible constants or modifiers. So like that. Okay, one more time. I will see you in the next part where we'll be finishing this one, starting the new one, and I hope also do all the other stuff. So thank you for watching, and I see you in the next part. Bye bye.